Hello, I'm Richard Jenkins. I'm a counsellor and a psychologist. I suspect that many of us will be thinking about what we want to achieve in 2014, how we could be more successful this year. Well, there are some fairly simple ways to improve your chances. And the first is, keep your goals simple. Some people find themselves aiming for a complete overhaul of their lifestyle, and this is simply a recipe for disappointment and guilt. It may be understandable at this time of year, perhaps, when self-improvement is on your mind, but experience shows us that these things can't all be achieved at once. The best approach is to focus clearly on one or two of your most important goals. The second is choose carefully. But which to choose? Well, you might like to concentrate on those that will have the greatest impact on your happiness or your health and fulfillment. For example, giving up smoking will obviously improve your health, but it will also give you a sense of pride and will make you happy. Perhaps not immediately, but eventually. The third is, be realistic. Don't aim too high. Don't ignore reality. Does it really have to be achieved in 12 months? Is it even possible? Consider your previous experience with goal setting. What led to their failure? Perhaps you resolved to lose too much weight or save an unrealistic amount of money in too short a time. Try and remember there will always be more opportunities to start on the next phase. Set yourself realistic goals. Or if you don't want to hold back, set clear, short-term goals on your way to that big achievement. That leads us now to tip number 4. So number 4 is create bite-sized portions. Break your goals down into manageable chunks. This perhaps is the most essential ingredient for success, as the more planning you do now, the more likely you are to get there in the end. The planning process is when you build up that all-important willpower, which is undoubtedly what you will need to fall back on along the way. So set clear, realistic goals. If you want to lose weight, try 1 to 2 pounds a week until you reach your desired weight. You're much more likely to keep your weight off if you do it gradually rather than going on a drastic diet. If you decide to save, set a realistic sum. Perhaps £20 a month, whatever's suitable for you. Or if it's going to the gym or going for a run, decide exactly how you will make this happen. Number 5 is plan a time frame. In fact, the time frame is vital for motivation. It's your barometer for success. It's the way you assess your short-term progress towards that ultimate long-term goal. Use a calendar or a diary so you can plan your actions for the coming weeks or months. And decide when and how often you're going to evaluate your progress. But remember, not everything can be achieved in 12 months. Sometimes our circumstances and priorities change. So it is okay for you to reevaluate and to reset your time frame. But do reset them. Don't simply give up. Number 6 is make notes. Having made a note of your time frame, you will have a physical reminder of what you're aiming for. Now, go further and write down the details of your goals in a notebook. Remember to add your motivations. You could keep a scrapbook for this purpose. Fill it in with photographs, perhaps, of the slimmer you. Pictures of a sporting or of hobby equipment that you're saving for. Or perhaps even a shocking credit card statement just to spur you into action. If your goal is going to directly benefit your partner, your children, colleagues or friends, perhaps you could add their photographs too, or just their names, anything to remind you of your initial motivation. For number 7, treat yourself. When making your plan, a vital feature should be the rewards and treats you will give yourself at those all-important milestones. But be warned. Don't fall into the trap of putting your goal in danger. It's too easy for a dieter to say, "I've been so good, I deserve a box of Maltesers," or for a saver to throw caution to the wind with a new purchase. Just one slip and it could be all over. Number 8 is receive support. It's at such times when you've temporarily fallen off the wagon that your support network is crucial. Carefully choose those people around you who have shown themselves to be trustworthy, supportive, and then explain your plans to them. Let them know how they might be able to help you when the going gets tough. If they're truly caring, if they're good friends, they'll know the right things to say during the hard times. And now for number 9. Don't give up. Do bear in mind that a slip-up is almost inevitable at some point, and you must not let this become an excuse to give up. If or when it happens, you will need to draw on your reserves of self-belief and strength. So build these qualities as often as you can. Really feel proud of your past achievements, and don't become critical of yourself. We know that people with higher self-esteem and confidence are in a much better position to succeed. So immediately forgive yourself and say, right, I'm starting again now. And finally, number 10, put yourself in charge. These achievements are under your control. Of course, other people can advise you and support you, but it's your actions which need to change to see the results that you want. Having a strong sense of control over your life is necessary to stick to your plans. Those who blame everyone and everything apart from themselves will not have the resources needed to change. It is scary to take responsibility for your future, but surely that's better than the alternative. Well, there you are, my 10 tips to help you set and achieve your goals for this coming year. I hope you have a happy and successful 2014.